Hey yo, RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. Yeah, I forgot to link the merch, and I'm gonna link the merch. Y'all should check that out. I got some cool shit in there. Some shit is just real, you know, basic, like okay, y'all own the t-shirts and shit like that. Some of the t-shirts have stronger messages on it. Like one that I just made last night that says, "Tap the keg, we dare you." That's not the average gray man shit when you talk about patriotism, revolution, all of that. That's not the average gray man shit. Y'all not calling motherfuckers out on nothing. What bugs me is when I get low, and I shouldn't let this bug me so much, but this, at the same time though, this is what it is that I do. I started doing this open carry shit so that I can run my mouth. I started doing this shit so that we can have the discussion. So then when I have the discussion in some of my shorts or comments to some of my videos, some people, instead of addressing me like a real man, they do the bitch thing to do. And that is start directing the conversation towards how they're taking my attitude or perspective and not in what it is that I'm actually fucking saying. Like a bitch. Bitches do that. Grown men don't do that. Grown men got something to say. If you disagree with me, you probably have something to say about what it is that you disagree with. So then say it. Talking to me in my comments and emojis with the palm face and everything else and what I'm doing, you have no idea what it is that I'm doing. And I have no idea what it is that you have a disagreement with. We're going to discuss these things like, man, you can just articulate what it is that you got the problem with or what you don't understand about what it is that I'm doing. And this is where I have a hard time not sounding egotistical, because I don't want this to appear to be ego. It's not my ego. It is me finding importance in what it is that I'm trying to say, and then me also finding disappointment in the fact that I seem to be kind of rare in my perspective and my take on everything when you're talking about constitutional fucking gun rights, right? The state of the fucking political fucking arena in this fucking country and in the world. This is serious stuff. So when I talk like this and then people can't understand why I seem to be so serious, motherfucker, I thought you was serious about all the shit that I'm talking about. If you're not taking it seriously, then who the fuck are you to even address me in the first place? Y'all are weirdos, man. This is strange to me. Very strange happening is what we got going on here. Did I get any kind of pushback from a grown-ass fucking man? Sometimes guys who fucking understand gun ownership, they actually take the gun ownership, they dig it. But they don't understand why the fuck I gotta be so aggressive about it. The whole time your fucking life is on the line in a potential third world conflict, a fucking invasion, tyrannical government, all this other shit is looming over you if you're aware at all of anything. And 10% of anything that you see online is absolutely true. We have a fucking problem, and I'm kind of surprised that people think that the bravery and the willingness and the propensity for defensive violence that you find in law enforcement and in military service, that shit is so necessary, so awesome, so much of an example of a real man. And then y'all hate when y'all see it outside of those lanes. I don't gotta be military or fucking law enforcement for me to know damn sure that there's value in being aggressively, defensively dangerous. Dangerous as fuck. Obviously dangerous. The police are obviously dangerous. It's obvious, even in their appearance. When you see SWAT, do you think SWAT doing that to be playing? They're not doing that to be playing. Do you think that they are aware of what it is that they look like? Yeah, they know that. You know what? They're also counting on what it is that they look like to be some level of deterrent, even if it's almost undetectable or kind of hard to spot or put a finger on it. They know that who they are and what they're capable of doing is serving as some kind of a deterrent to whoever it is they might bump up against. And for whoever cannot take the warning, who cannot make an observation and logical decisions and conclusions about what it is that they're dealing with, they just gonna fucking feel the fucking wrath. This is what fucking SWAT says to y'all in all of their fucking glory. When the average man takes that on and go, yeah, me too, to get any kind of pushback from anybody else as if I'm only talking and not about no action, as if I'm all show and no proficiency at all, try me. I'm a good fucking shot. I will blow your shit back easily. Like, I'm not fucking around with this gun shit. It's funny to me, strange to me. Tough ass fucking average everyday fucking Americans that have no idea what it is that I'm doing and how important it is, how genius it is really, will have anything to say to me at all about nothing. On a glance, you go, Face palm emoji. Man, grow up. Tell me what it is. And I called this motherfucker out too. Hopefully they're intrigued enough to be watching my channel. That maybe whoever did that is going to fucking know that the fucking shoes fit. And that hopefully they hear me right now. Who are you? What it is that I'm doing that deserves the fucking face palm. Do you have any idea at all? I don't even think you know, bruh. Then I gotta tell these assholes in my comments. Yes, in order for me to prove the bottom line of what it is that I'm doing with this open carry activism, what I have to do is speak my heart and talk my shit regardless of what it sounds like, because I'm fucking harmless to the average American. I'm not even talking to y'all. I'm talking about the same enemy that we all know we see. And in regards to who it is that we're talking to and about, when I talk my shit, you shouldn't even care that I'm even saying the shit that I'm saying. It's nothing compared to what they're actually doing. It's actually nothing. They are laughing at me. You acting like I'm doing too much, and this is what the problem is. Because there's a gap between the awareness and what needs to be done and what the average American is even willing to admit out of his own fear and ignorance of what it is that we're dealing with. If we're not dealing with tyrannical government, beating down the door, then say that in my comment. And then say that's why what I'm doing is silly or offbeat or unnecessary or not doing any fucking good at all, actually doing harm. You got to articulate all of that shit, or I'm going to think that you are the lesser man. You look like a bitch to me, and what I do know is you're not going to do nothing really or say shit to my face about nothing it is that I got going on. You're going to stay in your lane, I'm going to stay in mine. The fuck out of here. I got on here to talk my shit. I love it to address a hater. It's not me taking time out of my day or me having something better to do. I came out here to chin check all of you motherfuckers. We gonna fucking say what the fuck it is that's going on, and who the bitch and who not, and who's in the fucking way and who's not, and who's delusional and who's not. Because if you're gonna fucking talk shit to me and then vote in November, you can kiss my dick. You're a pussy. Damn sure don't say nothing to me. Because the jig is up and I know what the game is. I know what it is that they want. You voting isn't going to stay. They're not going to let a vote stop them for what it is that they already said that they want from you. They already said it. They mean it. They dancing 10 yards from the end zone because they know they finna score because y'all some bitches. And until motherfuckers directly address me and what it is that they know that I'm trying to do and how successful I am in trying to do that, until you do all of that, I don't want to hear y'all shit talking. Ask questions. That's what a real man does. What you doing this for, bro? What you trying to prove? That's how you really do it. That's how you really address me. Ask me what I'm doing if you don't know. I'm killing this shit. We all know, black or white, it doesn't fucking matter what you are, that you run the risk of law enforcement getting on your ass, even if it's legal, for you to be openly carrying an AR-15 with the political climate and the media bullshit we got going on, out in public with a bulletproof vest and multiple magazines, a sidearm, around in each of the fucking chambers. We all know you could potentially ruffle some feathers like that, and you have to be careful. And whatever it is you're politically trying to say, you got to be fucking clear, and it better be fucking worth it. I'm clear as fuck, and it is fucking worth it, because law enforcement in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, where I live at, drove past me and my cousin while we were openly carrying all of this heavy shit. They drove past us in the midst of a fucking shooting in broad daylight. They happened a half a block away from us. A half a block away. We can smell the gunpowder seconds after they start shooting. They start shooting. You can hear this on the fucking live stream. We reacted like, what the fuck? Right on the live stream. A car drove past us right on the live stream. All the windows busted out, bullet holes all over the car. You can hear somebody screaming as they passed us. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Because this guy got hit. This is on the live stream on my fucking channel. To all of you bitches talking shit like you don't understand what it is that I'm doing. Or that I'm doing something wrong. Or that I must just be trying to act tough. I've been doing this shit for 5.5 fucking years. Successfully doing what I said I was going to do from day one. I was going to soften up the minds and the hearts of the people in my community, in my city, and that even the police were going to leave me the fuck alone. I was willing to risk my life to prove to y'all that being black and armed like this ain't going to make no difference. I bet you the police leave me the fuck alone. I bet you I don't die for this shit. I'm not going to die for this. I don't got to die for this. Watch. And then I did it for 5.5 fucking years. Police drove past me the day of that shooting. 7 minutes later, we counted it. On the live stream, you can see all of this shit. Everything that I'm saying is on the live. The cops drove past me, looked me in my fucking eyes as they approached us. Sirens going, lights fucking flashing to respond to a fucking shooting in broad daylight. Somebody got their car, blew the fuck out. They drove past me, looked me in my eyes, and kept driving. From the start of that shit to the 7 minutes when the police got there, I had completely and utterly won. Again. Thousands of fucking wins. Every day I do this shit is a fucking win. I'm proving something here that needs to be addressed. About the gun hate and motherfuckers hating on that AR-15. All of the fucking gun rights that they think they're going to trick you out of when they change the fucking paper. Because they're going to go there. They're going to go all the way there to a gun ban. If you're in the gun community and you don't see that coming, you're a fucking idiot and you need to grow up and expand your fucking horizons. Because you are stepped into a fucking world that you don't fucking quite understand yet. Grow up before you talk to me. If you are in the gun world and you understand that that's what they're trying to do and you know that, you're aware of that, when you see me, you should cheer. Because I'm calling them the fuck out about that shit. And if I ever had to be a martyr for this shit, just know that they attacked the huggable guy that's been soliciting hugs from fucking strangers while he's armed as fuck for 5.5+ years. Just know that if they ever do that, they were willing to do that to even that guy. I want this to be proof that they're fucking crazy about the gun hate and the gun laws. And that they have an agenda. They're even trying to reach out to love the public while you arm yourself, harming no one. I'm trying to prove to y'all that all of that is not going to mean anything to them the day they do that shit. That there's nothing you can do to escape it because they just intend on doing what it is that they intend on doing. I'm proving that. I don't like cops. I don't like the lane of law enforcement, not the personal people inside of law enforcement. I don't know them. But I know enough of them that I consider them making a very bad choice by being law enforcement. We can do all of the shit that law enforcement provides that's good. We can achieve all of that without all of the bullshit that comes along with qualified immunity and other things involved in law enforcement that you would not morally let me get away with. All of those things should be removed from law enforcement when I say fuck law enforcement. All of the good shit that they do, they should be doing all of that good shit. Thank you. Right? Huh? And every other fucking man in the fucking world has that same responsibility because you don't got to go get a fucking job, fill out a resume, and go to apply someplace to obtain your natural fucking manly duties and responsibilities to protect yourself first and foremost and everybody in your fucking zone of influence for you to not be a threat but forever be a fucking diligent hero ready to save everybody and anybody from the inevitable dangers of the fucking world. What man is divorced from that because he didn't go apply to be a cop? If you think you not being a cop means you don't got to do that or that ain't your responsibility, you're a pussy. Don't talk to me. Huh? Get it? Do you get it? I'm only going to prove my point when I'm loud as fuck, when I am myself, when I'm cussing, saying fuck the government, all of them bitches deserve the guillotine. When I say this shit, I mean it. When I say it, I want you to know that I'm huggable, that I'm not talking to y'all. I'm not a danger to nobody. 43 years of life, I ain't been a danger to nobody. I'm only talking about defense, and I'm only talking to the biggest bully that I can fucking find in this government. And then I'm not talking to nobody else. I'm talking about government and people who initiate serious force of violence upon other people. I mean all of y'all. And government is not some place that you can hide from me about. Because since you're government, then I can't call out you being a bully and initiating the force of violence on the people trying to enslave them. I don't give a fuck who you are. If that's what you're doing, then you're guilty. This is all the shit that I'm saying. You're not going to fucking understand me if I say this only on social media, only through a fucking keyboard. You never see me actually with my gun. I don't look like I'm fucking standing on anything about self-defense at all. You're never going to fucking notice me. No, it doesn't work like that. You call all of this shit out to the greatest level of exposure for what it is. When you talk your fucking shit, arm yourself, get out in public and go, yeah, all that. And I don't deserve no pain from nobody either because I came out here to hug you. I'm only talking to and projecting this aggression towards anybody, regardless of who it is that they are, what they've achieved, or none of that matters. If you intend on initiating force of violence on me or anybody else when they have done nothing wrong, you don't even have a victim to point to that they created, but now you're here creating a victim, I hope you die for that. Period. Period. Nobody escapes that shit. You're not going to believe me when I say that if you're only seeing words typed on the fucking screen and you never see me out here saying that shit. This is what I thought y'all wanted me to do. Motherfuckers act like when I was just saying it on social media that I was a keyboard warrior. I didn't mean shit. Then when I got here, then people go, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? You trying to be tough? No, I'm trying to fucking prove to you that I meant what the fuck I said and that I look hard to bully, don't I? I don't know what's wrong with that. Do I look easy to bully? It's absolute best for me to be as vibrant as possible so I can show you that the most aggressive that I can possibly ever be is only intended to be defensive, and that you should not shy away from that in your own fucking life. What's wrong with that? And that people can say that it looks a certain way and it doesn't matter because I'm already proving myself to be who it is that I am. And you don't have to like the flavor. I don't care. You don't like spicy foods. So be it. I don't give a fuck what flavor you like. I want to show that you can be this extreme in how I act and what I look like and still be considered just as harmless, just as patriotic, and just as well-hearted and good-intended as your great man or whoever the fuck else you want to point to. Me and that nigga is the same. The guy that always conceals his gun and you never see it. The guy that never speaks on politics on social media because it's not anyone else's business. He's going to keep it to himself and blah, blah, blah. And whatever other fucking reason that he has to be like that. The guy that likes the AR-15 but don't like to see it carried. The guy that doesn't like to see a clear magazine that obviously has rounds in it. I do that so that when I'm out here in public and people go, is that airsoft? Do you really mean that? Is that gun even loaded? You can see the rounds in the magazine. Now shut the fuck up. Think I'm playing? I'm not playing. Y'all playing. Y'all not taking none of this shit seriously. When somebody take it seriously, you think they overdoing it. You know who else is overdoing it? All these military soldiers that are fucking modifying their diets, doing extreme fucking workouts that you wouldn't even survive, doing weapons training, and all types of shit, day in and day out. It is what they do with their entire lives. Some of them are doing this in foreign countries. They have left the fucking mainland, left all their wife and kids, left everybody behind, family. They might go over here to a foreign country and die. And their bodies might not ever even be recovered. That's how serious they're taking it. And what is it that they're doing with their lives that you honor so much? Getting proficient with firearms, claiming to be taking defensive measures. These defensive measures call for violence, and they want you to be okay with that. Because if you want to arm, you got to break some eggs. You're not going to get the freedom without a fight. All the bad guys have accepted violence, and now you got to fucking use means to communicate with them that they'll understand. And violence is a fucking universal language. This is all the shit that you see in them, and then you go. And then when I say me too, we all deserve a little piece of that. You should do that. It'll probably help if we all take a small piece of the role of diligent, honorable police officer or military soldier. We should all adopt a little bit of that and kind of stand in that light, because it seems that there's some honor and protection to be found in that. When I do it, people go, oh, what are you doing? Y'all, man, bro. When a black man in the middle of Iowa can get the police to show up to a fucking live fucking action, active fucking shooting in broad daylight and look me in my eyes and keep going because they know that that wasn't me, that's a powerful thing. Anybody that can't understand that or don't know that before you talk shit to me, you got to do some fucking research, because I'm the fucking one. And I'm not going to stop saying that shit no more. I'm not going to be shy about that shit. I believe that what it is I'm doing is the fucking ultimate position to take as a man in this country and in the fucking world even. To fucking hang on to a gun. Tell all the fucking bullies that we can see them and we're not fucking playing. To let them know that they'll die for that shit, because we understand wholeheartedly that they ain't gonna listen to nothing else. They don't give a fuck about your heart. They don't give a fuck that you caught them. They are daring you to do something. They own the fucking courts and the police system that you are counting on to make these arrests on the fucking Epstein list, and we don't even got full disclosure of the list. Man, y'all gonna shut the fuck up talking to me? Who the fuck you talking to, huh? Who the fuck you talking to? I know you're not talking to me. You need to get your shit straight. Before you say anything to me about anything, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm the one. Y'all some bitches. Scared to say shit. Don't want to look like something, because what? What could possibly happen? What could possibly happen when I'm doing something that the Law Society said is legal? It's on paper that I can do this. Openly carrying all this shit. I'm not challenging the law and asking for a fight about some shit that already made it on paper that told me not to do this. I'm not even doing that yet. But give it some time, because what I'm doing will be illegal. But I'm already proving that if they change it on paper, who are they fucking with? The huggable guy who ain't did nothing. And what are they willing to do to that guy even for their control when they say so, because we not in control? They will threaten my life about it. I'm proving a point that can't be fucked with right now. I am the realest nigga in the fucking gun world. Coleon Noir not doing it how I'm doing it. No, he's not. No, he's not. Y'all are retarded. I said I was the realest nigga doing this. Somebody said, well, the realest nigga doing it wouldn't have to fucking make a video edit saying it. You found my one fucking short that I made? And that was your response, pussy ass nigga? You found one short that said that I can't say that? And if I was really that guy, why would I make a video saying it? Because the world needs to know that I am that nigga. And I shouldn't be alone, though. You should lose me in a crowd of motherfuckers like me. And I know that if we don't get that, I'm not going to get what the fuck it is that I think is in arm's reach, the real freedom. If I stand out like this, we're not going to get it. You should lose me in the crowd, bro. Then I'll be happy when no one knows where I'm at. Because I'm out in the crowd with all these other people and you lost track of me. You don't even know where I am now. There's so many of us. You know what that looks like? Freedom. You don't care about that? You didn't think that far? Don't talk to me, pussy. Your fucking thought level about this shit is down here, way down here. I'm way the fuck up here, bro. I'm in the clouds on your ass. I'm just miles ahead of you. Way ahead of the curve. Y'all some bitches. Y'all not gonna get me if I stay gray like the rest of you. I have to go in. You can't play no games with this shit. Y'all don't call them pussies, insecure, and all types of other bitch-ass beta male bullshit that y'all be trying to say to me when you see a military parade of fucking armament that China has or Russia or some other country. When they march that shit down the street and all the fucking soldiers are dancing in unison and shit, jigging, stepping on y'all ass. Doing this. Today's shit. Today's flag. Y'all go, oh man. When a single individual says, here's my version of that, this is me, and I'm all by myself. Bulletproof vest, magazines, AR-15, Glock on my side, bulletproof mask for show. I would never wear that bulletproof mask into combat. But what I want you to know is, you shouldn't even see my face. You shouldn't even know me like this. We should all blend in together. It don't matter who I am. That's you behind the mask. Imagine that. I'm too cerebral. I'm too deep. I'm too above you motherfuckers for you pussy motherfuckers to be saying a goddamn thing to me at all. Do your research first. Who the fuck would even have the balls to say that they the one? They the dopest gun nigga out here. What would make me say that? The only short that this motherfucker saw before he said that shit? Nah, nigga. It take more than that. Open carry. Austin, Texas. The summer 2022? Me and Cuz, Austin, Texas. I'm on Capitol grounds with an AR-15 pistol at a time like this in American history. The sheriffs told us get off the fucking grounds. We got off the grounds. And then I gave a big hug to a supporter in Austin, Texas when I had never been there a day in my life. Big supporter. Walked up to me and gave me a hug in front of the fucking sheriffs. They ran down on us while I remained my firearm in potentially racist Texas, where all of these cops see two niggas on Capitol grounds with AR-15 pistols. Me and Cuz survived that shit without even being disarmed. They didn't even tell us to put our guns down or nothing. We got up out of there with no conflict. Austin, Texas. AR-15 pistol. Fully loaded magazine, one in the chamber. No one say a fucking word to me about nothing. I'm the one. The fuck out of here. You don't know me. Go look. Fucking insane, man, that I can come out with a sign and say hug an AR owner. It's genius, man. I do this shit in front of the camera all the time, 5.5 years. What they gonna say about me and my AR-15? All they can say is nigga for 5.5+ years, man. Every time somebody sees you like that, you're hugging strangers. Y'all laughing and hugging and smiling at each other and shit. Strangers in the middle of public. I'm the one, bruh. This is how you address them. With all of the love. F you got a gun. And you don't like what it is that I'm doing. You're gonna make me feel like if they wrote it on a magical paper to give it up, that you would give yours up and then insist that I also do the same. You look like a pussy to me. If you would not give your gun up, you cannot be mad at me for flexing inside of what their law already allows by openly carrying an AR-15 bulletproof vest and talking my shit about how I disagree with what they got going on. About how they're not gonna fucking get these guns without a fight. They're crazy if they think that. You crazy if you think that. Either you're on my level, you understand what I'm saying, or you're beneath me because there's no other place for you to go. I'm totally killing what it is that I thought gun lovers and gun owners wanted to be done, wanted to be said and addressed. This is what y'all wanted. This is what y'all needed. Grow the fuck up. Do your fucking research before you start talking shit to me. I am the one. And if I'm not, I need you to name what it is that I'm doing that's fucking the game up. Name something that I'm doing that somebody else is doing. Name what it is that I'm doing that somebody is taking a better angle on what I'm doing and that I'm fucking it up for them or that I'm not doing it right. If I ever met Coleon Noir, it will be him meeting me. I'm the man compared to him in my mind. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care about what the numbers say or nothing. What the fuck could the numbers possibly do with anything? Jesus did more numbers after he died. Think I give a fuck about Coleon Noir having millions of fucking followers and subs and shit? That's not a measure of how valuable he is. At all. The nigga not doing what I'm doing. What I'm doing is genius. Coleon Noir will be nervous to do my open carry with me. He too great for that. I don't think that he will stand out there. And he might. He's not gonna be comfortable. That's not his style. He's discreet. He's a lawyer, actually. You know what he thinks? That the papers rule. And that the papers change, but the papers rule. But natural law don't change. That's how I know he's wrong. I like him. I fuck with him. But he can learn something from me. Then maybe I can take some shooting lessons from him because the boy pound shit. He know how to hit targets. And he got some dope ass guns. All of his shit is dope. I'm not trying to take nothing from Coleon Noir. What I'm saying is, what he doing is not the whole fucking story. I'm the whole story. And because of that, he can learn something from me because there's nothing that he can say from his side that I haven't already considered that I'm not also bringing with me. I'm bringing all of that with me and this fucking idea that it was never up to them in the first place. For a potentially tyrannical government to tell us what we can and cannot have to fight them off if they go tyrannical. It can't be up to them. It don't even make no sense. Because if it was up to them, what would they do? They would take away the stuff that would keep us safe from them. They say, man, that shit, they'll fight us with that and take that from them. That's what they would do if they wanted to go tyrannical. And they convinced us that it was up to them. And that's exactly what they're trying to do right now. If Coleon Noir can't say that, then I win. He's got to say that. And he got to tell you not to fall for it. And he got to tell you that there's nothing that they can do to win that shit, so why would it matter to debate them at all? He's not going to say that. He's going to say, I'll meet you in court. I got a nice suit and tie. I'm a lawyer. I'm a member. I'm a member of the Bar Association. He took an oath to that. That's who he is. Did I lie? At what point am I lying about anything that I've said? At what point am I making something up that's not true? That's not even how it goes. That is how it goes. He's a lawyer. Is it up to the government that might go tyrannical whether we can have the guns or not? It wouldn't make any sense for it to be up to them. You have to say that. And if that's not true, then say that I'm missing something when I say that. If it is true when I say that, you got to recalculate that into how the fuck you think I'm coming with this shit. This is why I'm the one. Nobody else says this stuff. Brandon Herrera, good dude. He one of my heroes, actually. And so is Coleon Noir. I love these dudes, actually. I don't mean to take nothing from them. I'm telling you that what they saying is them talking from the Law Society side where they have the advantage, where they have the angle. I'm telling you that the angle is in the fact that it makes no sense to debate them about the gun shit because there's nothing that they can do to actually win that. And the fact that they've convinced you that there is something to discuss there is proof that they're hoping that when they fake a win in these fucking courts about gun rights that are inalienable, when they fake a win or steal a win or convince you to help them achieve a win, that they know that they have to get you by deception to do that, and that the deception won't work on everybody. That's why they have the backup plan that when they want a gun ban, if that doesn't work, for the people that won't fall for that, this is what their next line of defense and what the protocol is for them to do. And that is door-to-door raids and a national registry of any kind that they can possibly achieve. Keeping us divided, keeping us from talking about these things out in the open on social media and shit, which is another reason why I do what I do. Like, I'm a fucking genius. And I don't want that. I don't know how to express it, or how I don't want that to sound like ego, because I feel like what it is that I'm doing isn't, I feel like it's me, but it's not me. It's me, but I'm only drawing from reality and coming to a certain kind of conclusion about how this needs to go. I don't think that I have information that y'all don't got. I'm not special like that. I'm not special like that. That's why I'm surprised that y'all didn't come to these conclusions already. You didn't come to the conclusion that the Constitution set you up. That they're in the debate is something that if you understood the natural right wholeheartedly, you would know that what it is that they do when they get in courts to debate is a silly fucking game because they can't win. It's like, why y'all arguing about this? Don't you know they can't win that shit? Don't you know if they pretend like they've won, that means we're supposed to be fighting them? Don't you know when they pretend like they've won, they're hoping to get some of y'all to fall for the hypnosis so that you don't fight them when you should have been? That's what the attempt is for. They want you to focus on the paper. So when they do the fucking paper like this, and dribble through the legs and fucking fade away shot your fucking constitutional rights and the whole fucking the Second Amendment into the waste paper basket across the room, they want you to think that something has changed and there's no more discussion and they won. And that there's no more discussion. If you want to continue to argue, they'll just kill you about that shit. That's what they're hoping is the train of thought behind winning. Something that's undebatable that they can't win. Don't you understand why I don't rock with the Constitution now? If you can't understand me, you have a cognitive problem if you can't follow my line of thinking. If you didn't already come up with it before you heard me say it, now you have a choice to make. Because I just spoiled it for you. I just spoiled the whole shit for you now. If you think that the Constitution is still something to lean on, then admit it that you're leaning on that, expecting for that to be your saving grace. And then if it is not your saving grace and they pretend to have won over your natural rights anyway, are you going to let them do that because they won in there? If the answer is no, you're not going to let them win, you're going to stand up and fight, then you are me. You're just waiting too long to respond. I'm at the finish line waiting for these pussies already. I already know where they want to go. And I'm telling them just go there. Because the game in between, you're not going to get me. You can't win that debate and you're not going to convince me that I should let you win without a fight. The Constitution is going to do nothing else but draw the line between us once and for all. The whole time they're going to think that they've got the moral high ground. That if you want to be a law-abiding citizen, you got to respect the fact that you lost something in the courts and you got to just take that loss without fucking fighting. That's what they want you to do. If you're going to fight at any point, you can tell them that right now. I don't know what the fuck y'all are waiting for. Or why I'm so bad that I'm going, man, tell them throw it out. Tell them to throw it out. I dare y'all. I dare y'all to pretend like something changed in my rights because of the paper. I stopped listening to y'all a long time ago. I don't care what you do about the paper. And I got some close buddies, really, that rock with the Constitution. I'm going to need somebody to break it down to me sentence by sentence, what it is that I'm saying that's wrong because my perspective is off. And then I'm going to need you to slowly, with as much articulation as you can possibly muster, describe it to me how we need to fight them if they beat us in the fucking courts about the Constitution. But we also need to humor them by engaging them in debate, is if we need to prove something to them or we need to back them down, or else something bad will happen after. If they fuck with that Constitution, we are not fucked. They are. Because it only means that they're going to get the fight that they told themselves that they would accept. When they took the oath of office, they said they will accept that fight by doing that. It's unconstitutional according to their rules. They fucked it up in their own game. Outside of the game, the real shit that came way before their game came, natural human rights. They aren't just in this country, they are everywhere. It's just in other places, because we're all human, right? Y'all like to say this, but then you don't attach that sentiment that we're all human. inside of the fact that us all being human is revealing to you that your constitution is a fucking game. That the idea that we needed that constitution to be the freest country in the world is a fucking game. This country didn't decide to fight us about it. Other countries said, we'll fight y'all about that. And they went, well, we don't want to fight. Over here, they go, we're not going to fight you. Not yet. Maybe a little bit over here and there or whatever. We might occasionally yell at each other. Somebody might get slapped. Somebody might get wrestled to the ground. We might have to take you out of here. But we will continue to debate and we will try to tiptoe around. They tiptoeing over here. China, they don't tiptoe. But it's all the same thing, though. Because we're all human, and you got to apply that to everything. And that means that if we're all human and we have human rights, and it seems to be magnified here with this magical constitution, that they have the human rights over there is just that they are being threatened by their governments if they try to stand on it. And then they say, we will yield to the potential fight because we don't want to fight our government about this. This is what's actually happening. If I'm wrong, say it. If I'm missing something, I don't know how the war really works, I need you to say that. All of this like random indirect disagreements with what the fuck I got going on and ad hominems and shit, and I need to be gray, or why would I say it like that? Because I don't give a fuck. These motherfuckers is touching kids. I don't give a fuck if I say bring out the guillotines and y'all don't like me saying that on the corner with a fucking AR. I meant that shit. What they doing about the kids and the Epstein shit? Epstein ain't even the only one. There's multiple operations and multiple places for them to hide and do these things. Man, look, man, don't send me down a rabbit hole with all of this shit. Y'all not even respecting what it is that we all know that we should be fearing and hating and fighting against. If you give it an ounce of respect for what it actually is, it should send you through the fucking roof. In this idea of defending yourself, not leaving it up to nobody else, defending your family, not leaving that up to nobody else, looking out into the world to say, well, I got that cover. Who else want the fucking smoke? Where the bully at? We'll fuck him up today. Fuck out of here. When I say that, people don't like that I say it the way I do, that I sound the way I sound, that I listen to fucking drill music, that I'm going to be fucking making drill music talking about bitch ass politicians and what they fucking deserve. They don't want that. That's why I want to put it in the music, because I want it to be magnified and understood very clearly that they let rappers and young niggas talk like this to each other. But if I say the same thing about our tyrannical government officials and crooked politicians, they gonna see me as being too violent to be left alone. But why? I can say it to another black man though, and y'all might send me to a white record exec to give me a fucking record deal, so that y'all can actually tax me and use 45% of my fucking rap money to buy bombs or to send the shit to the Ukraine. Man, I don't get y'all. I'm the one. Whoever can't follow my train of thought and go, man, until I find, man, listen, find what it is that I'm saying that's inaccurate, that is a distortion of reality. And this is why I tend to be sent off in the wrong fucking direction in my entire perspective. I'm going to need some articulation. I want to hear it. I have to hear it. And I am going to go back and start reading the chats in my live streams, because I don't pay attention much to them. I know who in this bitch. Austin, Quinn, Freedom Fighter. Who else in this bitch? Nanya, what up? Engineer X, Angel. Yeah, Engineer Quinn said, Engineer X, I'm mixing y'all names now. Engineer X said a while ago, back in 1776, it would have been normal. Yeah, it would have been. The Mad Catter's in here. What up, man? Much respect, man. You always in the comments showing love and shit, man. Catching a lot of my materials. It's people like you, Mad Catter. They will understand where I'm coming from so much that even if you think sometimes I'm too animated, cussing too much, sounding kind of threatening, looking kind of fucking threatening and violent a little bit, you know where my heart is at. Imagine me being the screaming, yelling guy that then ripped his fucking shirt off, can't be held back by his wife and other people. The police is trying to calm him down. He seems to be the only one irate, freaking out, hell bent on destroying something. And it's because his mother was just killed in front of him. Okay, so now once you see the context, then you go, out of control man, ripping his fucking shirt off, beating his fucking chest, won't even listen to his wife, then almost fucking throwing his wife to the ground to move her out of his way. He's on a fucking rampage. It looks crazy until you realize that his mother was just killed in front of him. Then you go, you got to respect this man's emotions. So when I do what I do, just know that I see the fucking country being killed right in front of us. A lot of people being gray won't say enough. You're actually staying out of the way. You're not even spreading your knowledge or understanding or your perspective to enough people so that people can even get like you, because you think that it's okay for you to stick to yourself, stay out of the way, don't talk about it on social media, when you could have changed the hearts and minds of other people that could have joined you in your struggles. My brother, what are you doing? This is all the shit that I'm trying to combat, and motherfuckers act like they don't understand me. I am the fucking screaming child who just watched his mother be killed. That's me, bro. Respect my emotions. Because if you understood what I was understanding, if you was going through what I was going through, you would beat me. That's why I know that y'all don't know what's going on, because if you did, you would beat me. A little bit more like me. You damn sure wouldn't come to me like you don't understand. You might feel like it ain't your flavor, but you'll go, I don't agree, but I understand where the brother coming from. I got the same frustrations and I know what he's talking about. Everything he says, I go, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you can say, but your reaction is too much. Trey didn't say it. But 9 times out of 10, a hater don't even know what I'm mad about. Don't even know what I'm talking about. Because if they did, they would feel like me. At least enough to give me a pass and say, let that man be who he is, man. I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro. You hurting, man. You worried, man. And you talk about some real shit, man. I hear you. Give me that much. Give me that much. When people can't give me that much, I know they don't even understand me. They don't know shit. If you knew as much of the world as what I know, you would know that we should have been panicking a long time ago. That we can't let them go any further either. And that violence is really going to be the only answer. It's going to be the conclusion. But peaceful non-compliance is the answer. That's what we need to do. Like a total mass sweep of a multitude of the people just turning their backs on everything that government and other industries got going on. Just turn your back on them en masse. A lot of us, all at once. I'm talking about disconnecting yourself from social media, Netflix subscriptions. Don't go to court. Stop paying taxes. Don't buy no gas. Everybody in mass, one day don't buy no gas or nothing from Walmart. One day of a dip because you bought all your shit the day before will fuck them up, and you won't even be deprived of yourself because you bought all that shit yesterday. It's little simple shit like that you can try to find the best way to get what it is that you want without getting yourself hurt or killed. That's why I do what I do to the utmost, screaming to the top of my lungs, fuck them, while remaining inside of their framework of freedom of speech that they said that they gave us. They didn't give us shit. We have it already. The right to bear arms, we didn't get that from them. We have it already. But I stay in their framework and mine to do the utmost that I can do inside of that to show them where the fuck I am, and that we're both on both sides approaching the line that needs to be crossed in order for the big change to actually happen, because I think it needs to happen. I think it's inevitable. If you can't follow me, you got a cognitive problem. You just slow, bro. You just not up to speed with what it is that I got going on. Not intellectually, not politically. You just behind the ball, bro. You just not as much of a man as I am, and not because of the guns, but because of what it is that I'm thinking. The thought comes first. I got a badge on my carrier that I wear all the time. It says thought criminal, because that's strike number 1. I'm thinking up above and beyond what it is they got going on, and that's gonna be their problem with me. That's gonna be their problem with me. What I say, not the gun. They mad at what I say. They don't care about the gun. They know about the gun. They got a remedy for the gun. They just come bring their guns to get my guns. But what it is that they need to do to stop me is also going to take the gun, because I'm never going to fucking shut up. And if you don't understand what the fuck it is that I'm saying I got going on, you're behind. You got to catch up. Pussy. Catch up, man. Figure it out before you talk shit to me. Motherfucker. Wu Bang, RPM, Trey Vietnam, and this bitch. Get a fucking gun. Y'all got to stop being hoes, bruh. All y'all some bitches. Scared and all that. All I hear is fear when motherfuckers diss me. You scared, bro. Shut your pussy ass up. You scared. That's what your problem is. Because if you understood me for a minute, you would go, that nigga's harmless, and the only people he gonna scare is bad people. Tell him to do it. Tell Trey to do that shit every day. The only people he gonna really scare with any tangible and valuable response is the bad guys. All the good people that scared of Trey, you're just gonna find yourself being scared over and over and over and over again for nothing, like I've been doing in Cedar Rapids. How many people in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, where I'm at, that seen me do over 150 of these open carry demonstrations, and they were scared the first fucking 10 times, and then after that they went, man, I know what's gonna happen. I see this all the time. Here he goes again, making me uncomfortable when nothing happened. You're uncomfortable when nothing happened. Over and over again, I'm winning. And if you still scared after the 100th time of seeing me, you a pussy. And how you got scared and you to go get a gun and find some comfort in the fact that you got a gun too. Now when you see me, you be like, I'm not as worried about that dude as I was before, because he scared me and I want to got a gun about that shit. Hopefully he means well, because if he don't, He better fucking stay cool around me. Say this to me. Why not say that to me? Let your fear do that. I don't give a fuck what it is that it does. I'm gonna wake you up whether you're scared of me or you support me. I am a genius. Fuck y'all, pussies. RPM Trey Vietnam in this bitch.